Welcome to Nerd on Nerd with me, Jack Kempster.
And me, Liam Underwood. And in this episode, we're going to be talking all about a French film called Blue is the Warmest Colour. We're getting cultural and cultured.
Well, are we?
Yeah, we're,
Okay.
we're dipping our toes in the waters of foreign cinema, indie cinema. It's exciting times, Jack.
Oh, yep, totally.
We are widening our horizons.
And I'm so glad we have.
Yeah, but, let's not get ahead of ourselves, because before we start talking about all of that good stuff, we have Catching Up with Jack and Liam, as you know, my favourite segment of the show.
I think that's a lie.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think your favourite part of the show is when you review films.
Yeah, see, that started as part of Catching Up With, but now it's sort of become its own thing. So that's why Catching Up With used to be my favourite part.
Yeah, I just feel like you're telling lies now.
Yeah, well, yeah, now that the film thing is its own thing, I guess that, yeah, you're right. So now it's time for Catching Up with Jack and Liam, the bit of the show that I don't really like anymore.
What have you been up to, Liam?
I had you come and visit.
Oh, did you? Was that good?
Yeah, it was great.
What am I like in person?
Nicer.
It's the anonymity of the internet makes me a horrible person, Liam.
Yeah, it makes you very callous and mean. You're a lot less, what's the word, dickheady in person.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, a lot more shaved than what I'm used to.
Yeah, boy, no beard here.
And I have to say, it's a good look for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think you should keep it.
I am for a while.
Looking very dapper.
Well, let's not go too far.
So, are you finding life better without a beard?
No, it's similar.
Well,
There's just less of a beard.
So, okay, what would be the pros of growing it back versus like the pros of keeping it gone?
Pros of growing it back would be I didn't have to shave every night or morning, usually night. So that's less time spent doing something like that.
How long does
And
it take you
it'd
to
be
shave
warmer.
now, though?
Well, now that it's all shaved off anyway, like
Yeah,
5-10 minutes.
and that's not bad then, is it?
No, but it's still, 10 minutes that I could be doing something else.
Yeah, that's true.
And then my face would be warmer when it's cold.
But we're heading hopefully into warmer climates this time of year.
Yeah, true.
So
And then the cons of growing it back would be that I'd have a beard again.
yeah,
I mean, I'll be honest with you, Liam. My personal choices in how I look are just usually based on minor things, like I feel like doing this. There's not usually a lot of thought in it.
okay. So you're like how we see Jack, how the world sees Jack, isn't like a carefully constructed image that you're presenting.
Oh no, I see what you're getting at there. No, it definitely is. There's like two layers. There's the built up illusion of Jack, which is a carefully crafted thing to hide all the deep insecurities, constantly wanting to murder everyone, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all hidden deep down. And there's like a layer of illusion that I've made over years of work. But then above that, that's like the physical appearance. That's the stuff I don't really care about or do anything about.
Got ya. Right. Okay. So I think you should keep the shaved look going personally.
Well, I'm going to for a while.
So that's good.
What did we do at yours, Liam?
We watched the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl!
Super Bowl. I won. So
You didn't win.
I won, and that
My
was,
team wasn't in it.
I don't care. I won.
I wasn't
Basically,
competing with you.
Here's what happened, listeners, and here's possibly my favourite moment of the night.
I might just mute Liam.
I really, you can when you edit, but here's my favourite thing. So the game started, and it was the New England Patriots. Also, I realised when I was going through last week's episode, we got a few facts wrong.
Did we?
Yeah, we were saying that last year's Super Bowl was the Seahawks versus Patriots.
Yeah, we got ourselves confused.
We got very confused. But this year, it was Patriots versus... Who was it we beat?
Go on, no, go on.
Oh.
You're the big fan, so you can tell, I imagine that's a mark of honour on your shirt, Liam, that you beat that team, which is...
The team we beat.
Go on. Yep, that is who you beat. What's their name, Liam?
Their name...
You watched 3 hours of this, or 4 maybe.
Yeah, but it was hard to remember when
Yeah, you're right. They do have their names on the pitch, though.
we were beating them.
Well, that was only for the last quarter of the match. So that's 3 hours where they were winning.
I know.
Can you actually not remember?
No, I can. Of course, I can remember. This is just comedic effect.
Oh yeah. So say it then. Let's break out of the bit, Liam. It's a good bit. I like the bit. Let's move on.
Okay, so here's the mistake I made. In editing last week's episode, I was when we were talking about the Super Bowl and who was in it, I put the teams in it, like pictures of the teams.
Did you put the wrong team in?
No. What was good is I put a team of a picture of the New England Patriots logo, which has their name above. But then the team that we were against, it's just their logo. There's no name on it. It's
what does their logo look like, Liam?
A bird.
Yeah. What kind of bird do you think?
A hawk.
Ooh, no, close, but
I
no.
know that's not who we were playing.
Not the Hawks.
Ravens?
No.
No.
Go through all the bird-based teams in the NFL.
Blue Jays.
No. The Cardinals are a team, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but that's not who we were against.
No, it wasn't the Seahawks. That's a bird.
It was the Falcons, obviously.
Yes, of course it was, Liam. Did you just Google it?
Yep. Wish I'd done that in the first place, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sort of impressed you didn't.
I thought that I had it like in there somewhere, but nah, just their logo.
Clearly not.
Whatever. So okay, back to story time with Liam. My favourite part of the night is that it all starts and you're like, yeah, I'm back in the Falcons. I don't want the Patriots to win. I'm back in the Falcons. And then the first half went fine. Everyone was having fun. Kat was on your side. She was back in the Falcons.
First 3 quarters, Liam.
Yeah, well, let me get there. You know, first half went fine. Then we had the halftime show, which was great. Lady Gaga smashed it. Good. Then we had the third quarter, and that was still going quite well.
Yeah, the Patriots started to play better.
Yeah, so here's what happened. The third quarter wasn't going quite as well as the first half, and it was at this point that Jack started getting a little bit sulky, just a little bit sulky. Just a little tiny bit.
No. I didn't sulk till the because we were for the whole of that third quarter. Me and you were having the discussion that even if they played well, they wouldn't win.
Yeah,
I wasn't sulking.
No, but I think it was after the
I think what happens, Liam, is you're one of those people who looks back on an event, and because you're so happy that I was annoyed at the end, you colour the whole event, and you're yes.
I can't remember the exact point, but there was a point, and I feel like it was just after the halftime show. Maybe it was even before. Where you said,
it wasn't.
Basically,
honestly, it wasn't till the third quarter.
You don't know what I'm about to say.
You said I was a bit sulky.
Yeah, but let me finish my sentence, and then you can chip in. There was a point at some point in the match, it might have even been in the first half, where maybe the Falcons did a silly play or something, but you kind of went a little bit like, oh well, I don't really support them anyway, so I don't care how they do. I can't remember at what point that happened.
Wait, okay, seriously, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's legitimately, that wasn't me sulking, Liam. I don't support the Falcons. I support the Seahawks. I've been a Seahawks fan for 3 years.
Yeah, I get that.
I didn't want. If the Falcons were in it and it wasn't the Patriots, I wouldn't have wanted them to win because they beat us.
I know, right.
So legitimately, the reason I was getting annoyed when they made that bad play, which was, I think, when 3 of them tried to intercept the ball and instead of intercepting it, held it in the air and then a Patriot got it.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I wasn't sulking because I was like, oh, I'm going to quickly back out of supporting the Falcons. I'm annoyed because the Falcons, I wanted them to win, so when they played shit, because I don't support them, I can be like, you guys are playing shit.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Your one job in this match for me is to beat the Patriots, which they fucked up.
But then it was the last quarter when the sulks
The last quarter
really
I actually
came.
sulked because the Patriots started winning.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so if you can, remove your emotions from it, it was a phenomenal game. And just that comeback.
Yeah, no, it's the most incredible comeback.
Yeah.
Right? My issues with it, without the emotion, it was incredible. My issues with it were when everyone at the end started saying Tom Brady is the greatest player of all time, because I stand by the point that I said, which is, if he was the greatest player of all time, he wouldn't have spent 3 quarters of the match not playing well.
Yeah, I agree. It was ridiculous how badly they were playing for 3 quarters of the game, to then still, I said to you on the night, it was a win that was not deserved. They earned it in that last quarter, because they played well, but they did not deserve it. Yeah,
exactly. I think that's where a lot of because Kat fell out with someone on Twitter, didn't she, over saying that they didn't deserve it.
Yes.
And that person was like, well, they clearly did because they got the points or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. You're right, they did earn it, because clearly they did, because they got the points, which means they did stuff to get the points. But they didn't deserve it because for 3 quarters of the match, they were the underdog. Not the underdogs, but the losing team.
Yeah, they basically just didn't show up for 3 quarters of the match. And then in the last quarter, we're like, oh shit, we're at the Super Bowl. Maybe we should start playing like we're at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. I mean, it was so convincingly, it didn't look like it was going to happen. And my
Yeah.
dad, who was watching here at this house,
Yeah.
messaged us to say he was going to bed because it was all pretty much decided. And
Yeah.
then woke up the next day to the exact opposite result happening.
Yeah, which is very much... Basically, the Super Bowl went almost exactly how the elections went, where that started off looking very favourably and then very quickly went downhill.
Yeah.
And also the Brexit thing, if I remember rightly, that started looking quite favourably and then very quickly dovetailed. So
Yeah.
it was a very fitting game for the recent year we've had. But let's not get too political, because...
I don't. You always get political. And you also don't understand politics enough to do it. You understand them enough to talk about it, but
Yeah.
it always scares me when you get political.
Yeah, it's always risky that I might say something very wrong.
Yeah, you'll say something, and then someone in the world will just go, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yep. But basically, I enjoyed the Super Bowl. We had chili nachos, which were delicious.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah, you're welcome. We had hot wings, which were okay. Like, we've had better.
Yeah.
Again, I cooked them, so I'm not, like, trying to blame anyone. That was on me. I mean, well, if there's anyone to blame, it's Kat, because she wasn't feeling very well, so she didn't put
You
her
started
weight.
so well in that sentence. You started so well with that. I'll take responsibility for that. Actually, no. No, I won't.
Well, you know, I mean... I'm not, like, saying it's her fault that she was sick or whatever. I'm just saying if she hadn't have been sick, we'd have had better wings.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
fair
not
enough.
her fault, but equally, it's not entirely my fault either.
Well, no. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, it was a nice weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite chill. Like, normally our weekends are a bit more drinky and then just awful hangovers, but this was a bit more chill.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Do you think it's maybe because we're getting older?
I hope so, because you're the one that always wants to go clubbing. I never do.
Yeah. The problem
So I'm hoping that you are finally getting to an age where you're like, oh, I don't want to hang out with 18-year-olds in clubs.
No, I do. The problem is, we now live so far away from any clubs that it's a ball ache to get there and back.
I'm smiling, just to let everyone know.
Well, I mean...
There's words and music to my ears.
Yeah, but don't forget, you want us to move to London. There'll be loads of clubs there.
You will not be able to afford to live near any of the clubs.
That's very true. But London has, like, transport. It'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, so I did miss the clubbing, but it was good. We played Pandemic Cthulhu?
Yep.
Reign
that's
of
really
Cthulhu?
good. Yeah, was it Reign of Cthulhu?
Yeah, I think it was. Did you prefer it to normal Pandemic?
I like normal Pandemic. I like everything or anything that's Cthulhu themed because
Okay.
I love Cthulhu.
Fair enough.
So that just was, made it cooler.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really think we did much else, did we?
No, board games, Super Bowl, bit of drinking.
Yeah, like when you describe it like that, it doesn't sound like the most exciting of weekends, to be honest. But it was alright.
Liam takes naps, listeners. That's the main issue.
It wasn't an issue. I prefer.
I mean, rocking up on... Was it the
entertainment.
first day or the second day, Liam? No, it was the first day
It was the
where
first
I turned
day.
up and was greeted by a tired Liam who said, I'm going to have to go for a nap soon. I had about maybe an hour of conversation with him and Kat before both of them went for a nap.
So it wasn't
And
just me.
I just watched anime on my phone.
It wasn't just me. Let me point.
No,
that
no,
out.
no, it's both of you, but... I mean, Kat did then get sick.
Yeah, and I
So
was
maybe-
I was just recovered from being sick. I was
Oh,
just like
okay,
shaking
sure.
off the last of it.
Got you.
As listeners to last week's show would probably be able to hear when I'm like coughing and blowing my nose, you know.
I think I've muted most of that.
Yeah, but there's definitely a couple.
There
of
is
nose blows.
there is a sniff that I left in because it's
Yeah.
pure beauty.
But yeah, so that's basically what I've been up to. How about yourself?
I mean, I did the same thing, Liam.
But that was like one weekend. You had all the other times.
Oh, sorry. What else did you do then?
I watched movies.
Yeah, I've watched anime.
Okay, so we've had productive weeks.
I mean, that does tie in nicely to the next part of the show, Liam.
Yeah.